Hey fam, what's good? What's good? I hope the show is well and keeping safe. Welcome back to another one. Make that a triple banger for you guys for this week, right? And I hope you guys are gonna enjoy this. If you haven't found yourself watching part one, please make sure to go watch the previous content first before watching this one, right? As in this content, I'll only find myself breaking down the price action over the course of yesterday, and then also the trade I found myself taking over the course of yesterday as well, right? So I'm calling it a week on my side. It has been a beautiful week. Tomorrow is my birthday, the 22nd of March, right? So I'm calling it a week. I don't want to potentially find myself taking an L over the course of today, right? And then tomorrow knowing that I took the L. Nah. No, right? So I'm just gonna take it easy for the rest of this week, guys. Listen, hit that like, hit that subscribe button if you guys find yourself taking away something from this content as well, right? And to all the newbies, welcome. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I highly appreciate each and every single one of you. And without wasting no time, let's get into this content. So we can see that we had a huge shift over the course of, last night. If we MC, right, we had a lovely breaker and was just, shift towards the upside. What a beautiful trade right over there. Okay, now I'm gonna break price down from yesterday, right, from yesterday, and just show you guys what I found myself doing, etc. Now before I'm gonna start off that, let me show you guys this, right? So at the end of the day, this was the actual trade I found myself taking. Right, so there you guys can see I basically just box out the area to basically what I wanted to see, right? So a break above, retest for that shift back towards the upside, back into that region right over there, right? And this right there was the actual outcome of the trade. Beautiful shift, right? And we had a beautiful moment move back towards the upside. So that right there was pretty much clean. And then this was the actual trade I found myself taking on it, right? And yeah, this was my request for withdrawal on XM, right? So if you guys is looking for a trusted and regulated brokerage, XM will be your brokerage. The link will be in my description, right? Sign up today and claim your bonus. Okay, so over the course of yesterday, the New York session, we basically find ourselves looking for some shorts during the New York, right? So I'm just gonna go to my actual 1 minute time frame and just work from my actual 1 minute time frame, right? So areas we find ourselves boxing out was these relatively equal lows, right? We know that price found itself taking out buy side liquidity right over there as well, right? And other than that, let's play price forward. Let's play price forward. I want to make this content as educational as possible. Okay, so we basically were patient enough and we found ourselves boxing out this lovely fair value gap right over there, guys. Now listen, and this goes to my actual community as well. I see so many of you, right, just trading anything, right? You find yourself jumping in a trade too early, you find yourself jumping in a trade too late, right? You don't want to find yourself waiting for confirmation. I get that rush, I get that excitement that is coming through, etc, right? But enable for you to find yourself being consistent within the actual trading niche itself, you have to find yourself having one specific methodology, right? One specific pattern you find yourself waiting for on a day-to-day basis. Okay, now my pattern is simple. My pattern is simply, if I want to see some lovely shorts, this is what I want to see. I want to see the high being taken out. I want to see the low being taken out. I'm going to wait for the actual retest and then I'm going to go short, right? If I want to look for some beautiful longs, right, it's the exact same thing, but just on the opposite side, right? I want to see that actual low being taken. I want to see the high being taken. I want to see the retest and I want to see price go up. That is it. That right there is it. One specific methodology. Right now, the only difference between my actual methodology is the simple fact that two things, right? I'll either find myself entering on an actual fair value gap, or I will find myself entering on a breaker. But ultimately, the actual pattern itself remains the same, right? The pattern itself remains the same. So guys, listen, all you have to find yourself doing is wait for that one specific thing to find itself opening up each and every single day. And that one specific thing is the exact same thing you're going to find yourself backtesting, studying over and over and over and over and over until you are blue in the face, right? There's no such thing as a shortcut when it comes down to your actual trading. You can go and ask for signals somewhere whatsoever, right? But is that going to find yourself? Are you going to find yourself learning from it? You are not going to find yourself learning anything from it. Even if an actual person will show you this and you know what, tell you what to do, right? The best way to learn is literally to go into your charts, have your actual system, back test it, study, 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 study. That's it. That's the best way you're going to find yourself learning. And once you see the thing, you won't be able to unsee it. And once you have found yourself conquering this methodology on your own, right? I can't explain that feeling to you. I can't explain that feeling to you. Can you feel that exact same feeling? Yes, you can. Right? Yes, you can. All you need to find yourself doing is go ahead, put in the work. That's it. That's literally it. There's nothing else I can tell you guys, honestly. All you need to do is head into your charts each and every single day. Don't give up. Look for that one specific pattern. That right there is your methodology. That's it. It is occurring each and every single day. To all the people on my YouTube channel right now, you can go back to my previous actual entries whatsoever, and you will see the exact same thing over and over and over. Right? To my community watching, they also know, they will see the exact same thing over and over and over. Right? The exact same thing, guys. There's no gatekeeping, nothing like that. All you need to find yourself doing is stop being lazy, head into your charts, stop saying that you are putting in the work when in actual reality you are not putting in the work, or you are putting 30% of your actual, or you're giving the chart 30% of your time, right? What about the 70%? What are you doing? Right? Or you giving the actual charts 10%? What about the 90%? What are you doing? If that is your ratio, switch it around, right? Put in 70%. 30% can go for whatever you are finding yourself doing. Okay, so over the course of yesterday, we found ourselves wanting to see some lovely, lovely shorts, right? And we basically risk around about 24 pips on this beautiful pair. 24 pips on this beautiful pair, right? To gain a lovely, lovely 50 pip move back towards the downside, right? And we can basically see that this area is lining up with some lovely, lovely equal lows coming through right over there. What did we say about equal lows, equal highs? We have a whole lot of liquidity resting at these areas. So these are significant areas within the market. Okay, don't look down on them. Don't look down on them right there. So if I can basically just play price forward, right, we can basically see that price found itself just slamming towards the downside right now. I always tell my community, right, if you are a new trader, you are going to come to the market with one bias, right? You're not going to have 2-3 biases whatsoever, right? But you're going to come with one bias. You're either going to find yourself looking for some longs, or you're either going to find yourself looking for some shorts, right? But you're going to come to the market with one bias. And if you are going to find yourself wanting to look for some beautiful longs, what are you going to find yourself doing? You're going to wait for that. If you are going to find yourself looking for some lovely, lovely shorts, what are you going to find yourself doing? You are going to wait for, if I can maybe put it over here, you are going to wait for that. Bang. Simple. Simple. Right? You don't need to complicate it. You don't need to find yourself doing that. Now, clean stuff. Now, look at this price action below price over here as well. Right? This is where I found myself going long. Check this out. Can you guys see that this is where we find ourselves taking out the low right over there? There we have an actual swing high coming through right over there as well. So all I want to see price is do the following. take out the swing high, go long, way into, back into this actual area over here. Why this area? Because this actual fair value gap right there is untested. It's untested. It serves as an actual magnet for price to basically find itself hitting back into. That's it. Okay, that is it. We can also see, if we're gonna look left, price did what? Took out some beautiful, you know what, south side liquidity right over there. Right, and all we are gonna find ourselves doing is be patient. Right, be patient. You're gonna wait for price to break above that actual high. Right there, boom. Price find itself having a break above that actual high. So now you're gonna find yourself just being patient. Right, now you're just gonna find yourself being patient. Getting that actual 1-to-2 ratio. Right, and for me, this was the only trade I found myself taking. Right, this was the only trade I only found myself taking the actual long towards the upside, and that's that. I didn't find myself participating with the actual shorts towards the downside as well. Okay, one trade a day is enough. If you're gonna find yourself taking one trade and that one trade is hitting take profit, you don't need to find yourself worrying about the next trade. You don't need to find yourself worrying about what's gonna happen later on this evening. You don't need to find yourself worrying about what's gonna happen tomorrow, etc., etc. Right? Hit your actual take profit and call it a day. Do whatever you need to find yourself doing, right? And then later onwards, you come back to the charts and you do the necessary back testing on your side. Okay, and this was the performance of price. Right there, check this out. If you missed out that one right there, price opened up the exact same thing. Check this out. Low was taken, high was taken right over there with the actual wicks. Now, this is the difference between an actual breaker and a fair value gap entry, right? If we find ourselves having a closure above as we had over there, this right there is serving as a breaker. These up close candles, they are serving as a breaker, right? If we are finding ourselves having an actual wick thrown towards the upside like this, taking out these highs, we need to find ourselves seeing an actual fair value gap, right? Where's that fair value gap? Right over there. Right over there. Boom. So there you could have found yourself being inside your actual trade as well, right? And you were patient, and right there your actual take profit was smacked to the T, right? And to come back to our actual trade, we found ourselves initially looking out for over here, right? Price basically found itself tapping within that region, and all you had to find yourself doing was being patient, and there your actual take profit is smacked to the T as well. Okay, so that right there was the review of what found itself happening over the course of yesterday, right? And guys, listen, to you as well, right? If you are a newbie inside the actual market, right, find yourself coming to the market with one bias, right? Just one bias. Before you're gonna want to find yourself looking for some longs and for some shorts like this, just come to the market with one bias, right? If you are seeing prices doing this one specific thing always, right, I'm telling you, it's gonna be, or trading is gonna become so much more easier, right? One bias per day, right? If your pattern is coming through, cool, it does. If not, cool, you don't care, right? You don't care. But after you're finding yourself becoming so, I'm gonna say, like normalizing that actual methodology right there with only having one specific bias per day, as you are seeing price performing, now you will find yourself seeing, oh, okay, once we have this actual impulsive move, price is coming for a correction. Once it's doing the correction, it's making this one specific pattern. Oh, okay, price is having an actual correction, and now price is making this specific pattern for the next actual impulsive move back towards the downside, etc., etc. Right? You catch my drift. But come to the market with one specific bias, 1 or 2 trades per day, call it a day, right? And you are most probably going to find yourself taking 2 trades only if your first trade was a loss. If your first trade was a loss, step back, right? Wait for your second trade to come. You're not going to find yourself just entering off your actual second trade just cause. No, you are going to find yourself waiting for that same pattern to find itself opening up again, right? And if that pattern is not finding itself opening up, then unfortunately you don't have an actual trade, right? Then you're calling it a loss of a day. But you are not just going to find yourself heading into the market and do whatever you feel like you want to find yourself doing. Okay, so I hope you guys have taken away a lot from this actual content right here. I'm wishing you all a blessed day further onwards. I'm wishing you all a blessed weekend as well and a profitable week ahead. And keep safe, keep safe. Much love from me, your boy D. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. I'm out.